morning. It's a beautiful rainy week. Some of us love the rain, some of us love water and swimming. I only say it's so beautiful outside. It takes me back down memory lane. And I'm here to present one of my stories, something that keeps coming back in my life over and over again. It all started when I was a kid, I was about 9 years old. They started this program in school where every week, once a week, they would take us to a swimming pool, and we didn't have classes for 4 hours or so. How could you pass up on such a great opportunity? No classes, everyone was happy. Almost the entire class enrolled. There were just a few little girls that didn't want to go there to the swimming pool. I didn't care. I just wanted to go jump into the pool. I'd had great experience at the beach every single time I went with my family. I remember the long walks on the beach with my dad. I remember getting tanned for days together and having to peel off skin after a few days. It was just fun. It had a positive feeling in my life. So I signed up for the swimming classes that we had every week. To my surprise, it was no fun at all. I went very enthusiastically the first day. I had something to eat, I was excited, I had my new swimsuit on, all of it was borrowed from my neighbor. Nevertheless, I was really, really excited. I had this black suit with little yellow dots everywhere. I went happy there. I was known to be a bold and beautiful girl, and in a very nice sense. Everyone thought I was really bold, and some people thought I was beautiful, and they called me that. So I went there in my black and yellow suit, really excited to get into water. And then comes this horrible coach. I still remember his face, and I would punch it if I ever saw him. His idea of teaching swimming was not to start off with the floating and so on. He literally wanted us to jump into the deep end. This is not so uncommon. When I asked my dad many years later, he told me that's exactly how he learned swimming. He was dropped into a well. There was no coming out. That's the only way you will learn how to save yourself. Once you start moving your arms and legs, you learn swimming. That was the idea. So the stupid coach would push me into the deep end, and I hated it. But I'd signed up for the classes, and I was bold and beautiful, so there was no running back. I just had to shut up, go there every week, and hope that the nightmare would end sometime in the near future. I would go there with a lot of happiness, and I would be back feeling really sad and miserable, and I had to wait the rest of the day to feel any better. That was the first phase. Many years later, when I was about 16, I had grown considerably fat. I'd moved to a different city, and I got into my own shell. So the only solace I found was in food. So I kept eating and eating and eating, and the kids were mean. They called me fat, so I wouldn't play with them. So that's what I did. I stayed home and ate. They called me fat, I wouldn't go, and the cycle continued. Finally, we moved back to my hometown, Bangalore. I was a different person when I left the city. I looked so different when I went back. I felt miserable. I just had to lose all that weight. So this time I was actually brave. I didn't care about the deep end. I didn't care about the stupid coach. I just had to go and get the weight off. So every day, I would wait in the evening. My sister had already started working by then. She would come home and take me on her little two-wheeler. It's not the fancy bikes that you see here. These are really low horsepower bikes. She would take me every single day to the pool, and we would swim. Some days it would be raining, just like how it is today and the entire week. And I would still insist on going to the swimming pool. My sister didn't understand. She said, "It's already wet. What will you do in the pool now?" I had to lose the weight. I was brave this time. I thought swimming and I were done with for life. I didn't see myself swimming again. Something changed. Yesterday evening, I went to my usual gym workout, and we were ready to get back home. We thought there's a nice big pool right outside the gym. I've lived in the same apartment community for more than 4 years, but I've never used it. I was too conscious to get into water. So when we went there, just thought, let's take a look at the swimming pool. We took a look at it. It brought back so many good memories. Walked back home and the little puddles jumping all over them. I went home. That was the fastest I've changed in and out of a dress. I got ready. I was ready to go swimming. I was so excited. I had my cap on at home, and we ran all the way back to the pool. I jumped into the pool. This time, I didn't care. I didn't have to be brave. I didn't have to put on a face. I was with my husband. I could be as stupid as I wanted to be. I couldn't swim. I realized I had really bad strokes. I couldn't keep my head down. I couldn't kick properly. But I didn't care. It was raining. I was in the pool. That's all that mattered. I realized I don't really care about all of this anymore. Without mentioning how long it had been since I first swam and swam the second time, let's keep guessing that. But yesterday changed something for me, and I realized I have been a fool not to use the pool right outside my building. So my, if you can call it a New Year resolution, is to forget how I look in the pool, is to forget how bad my strokes look. I'm just going to go and make sure that it doesn't have to come back in my life and that it stays in my life. Thank you.